Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Basketball Conference, the ACC Football Podcast. My name's Joey Weaver. He's Mike McDaniel. Mike, this is March. It is March. How you doing?
It is March. We were supposed to record for at least a week. I mean, maybe longer. And Scott kept saying, hey, you guys have to record a March episode, right? Which, as we've said, Scott, if he doesn't hold us accountable, you won't hear from us till July. That's just the way it is.
Mid-May at the earliest.
Yeah, like that's just kind of the way it is. I mean, we do I think annually we do a spring practice recap or something, or we'll try to do like the tell us about your team series, or we'll try to do like end of season recaps with like beat writers or whatever. But the issue with that is that we take too long to record those, so that it just ends up running into preview season. We interview them again 2 weeks later. So we're not doing that this year.
Well, there's a recap Scott, Wake Forest season here in mid-May. Everyone's very confused.
Yeah. Connor O'Neill's like, I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. I just got done doing basketball, and I'm like halfway through baseball preview season. I'm doing like baseball early season non-con baseball stuff, and you're asking me about the football team that finished up 4 months ago. No, for example, shout out Connor. Yeah, shout out Connor. But that would be like an example of something that would happen. That did not happen, like specifically with Connor, but I could see that happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's correct. This podcast is only happening to shut up Will Secor in the chat and in the Discord channel. So if you haven't joined the Discord channel, hit the link in the description and join us for all of the offseason banter. While limited, Will Secor owes me money that we didn't officially settle on, but we settled on odds, so I win.
I was gonna say, what was the official over under? Was it? It wasn't Selection Sunday. Was it like the start of this Thursday tournament game?
It was half a podcast. Okay. That was the line by Thursday, the 19th. So,
gotcha. Okay, fair enough.
And just everybody that listens to us regularly or is in the Discord knows that Joey and I prepare just rigorously copious amounts of notes for his podcast, to the point where Joey texted us about 15 minutes ago and said, all right, we got a couple news items. What else?
What are we talking about?
And I was I got something for you.
Oh, we do have something. We do have something for you that's been in the works for a couple days that we have prepared. I haven't prepared for it, but we're prepared in that we know it's happening.
That's right. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask from you boys, but we've done that for you, for the people.
Yes.
We're live, youtube.com/@the-ACC Football Podcast. It's like 20 after 11 on the East Coast, Monday, March the 16th.
For the love of God, this cannot go past midnight for my sake.
No, this is going to be like a 45-minute show. I swear by it.
Famous last words.
We have a couple of newsy things that we still have not talked about on this show. Things that are, I don't know, stale seems like a strong word, but they might be more than like 6 weeks old at this point.
There was news today, though.
That's true. There
is
is some news that's literally hours old that we will hit on here in a little bit.
Technically, anything is hours old.
There you go. Exactly. Well, I mean, technically. Yeah,
great point.
I could count on both hands how many hours old
there
this
you go.
news is.
There
how
you
about
go.
that?
There you go.
Very good. That's good.
There you go. Before we jump in, go find us iTunes, Spotify, wherever you go find your podcast in audio format. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the bell icon. We'd appreciate that. Very helpful for us. Shout out to the people in the chat. We got some folks with us already late in the evening. Will Secor here, ready to pay up in Van Gorder coin, it turns out. So Scott, send him your Van Gorder coin wallet, and he'll send you that payment promptly, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's at Ligma at basketballconferencepodcast.com. Which I do own that domain name.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we do. All right, let's jump in. Newsy item number one. This is the thing that happened before. So you know what? Let's just call it the Roback Look Back at news from like January. Use promo code GOACC20 at checkout for 20% off your first order at roback.com.
Look back to the holidays.
All sorts of fantastic hoodies and polos and sweatshirts and athletic wear, athleisure wear. They got team specific things. Always got some new things coming out. So like if you need like a St. Patrick's Day shirt, well, you're a little late for that. But if you were on it like a week ago, you could have gotten there. So go get it all.
You'll be listening to this wearing a St. Patrick's Day shirt.
Yeah, hopefully so. Go get it all, roback.com. Once again, use promo code GOACC20 at checkout for 20% off your first order. We had a news story that came out. Let's see. The date is January 26th. So this was just like a week or two ago, I think.
Times 3.
The ACC championship game for a number of years. I'm trying to remember the last time that it was anything else. For the longest time, Mike, this has been like the 8 o'clock ABC.
Oh, wow. We're talking about this? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. It's been the ACC, like the 8 o'clock ABC time slot on championship weekend. And especially the last several years, it's always gone head to head with the Big Ten championship game, which is really, in my mind, not a problem other than the fact that the Big Ten championship game is usually much more interesting to the casual viewer. And so, now everything's all about TV viewers. And so that's just, the only maybe single fatal flaw there. But what we found out is that starting in 2026, the ACC championship game will now be played at noon on ABC that day. So it'll happen before the SEC championship game, which is usually at 4. And then the Big Ten championship game stays at 8. And then this time slot has, in the last couple of years, been occupied by the Big 12 in their championship game. I think that's moving to Friday night, if I'm remembering that right, Mike.
Yeah, that sounds right. And also, I think the ACC will be going head to head with like the American, because I know the American would run a conference title game like early afternoon on Saturday. Like, I think not noon, but like 1 o'clock maybe. The MAC,
yeah. So
Miami, Ohio.
I think all of this is probably Miami of Ohio talk that'll happen at some point in the show, but I think I don't like backing down from the SEC and the Big Ten like in this kind of way. Kind of like I don't like college football backing down from the NFL by not playing Thursday night games anymore, like that kind of thing. But at the same time, I can't help but think that this is a net positive for the league, right? Like, you are going to get more viewers. You're not in as competitive a time slot there. There's a piece of me too that wonders, like, this conference championship game compared to any of the others, by the way, is like way more susceptible to weather, being that this is like the only one played outside. So playing this, at noon is probably more likely to be like decent conditions than playing it at 8 o'clock at night there in early December, where you're not only dealing with likely cold temperatures, they're probably colder at night, but also, it seems like there's regularly been some sort of precipitation involved that if you'd started earlier in the day, maybe that's not as much of an issue. So I think all in all, probably a net positive. I don't love straying from tradition personally, but this is fine and probably a good thing for the ACC.
Yeah. The reality of the situation is when you have like Indiana, Ohio State, for example, nobody's watching the ACC title game from like a national standpoint. It's on a second screen.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the reality of it. I mean, it was on a second screen for me because we had to watch Duke and Virginia this year when we knew that Miami was the best team in the ACC. So like
Virginia's awesome.
Part of me was wondering if I don't know. I couldn't main screen it other than for purposes of this podcast.
It's definitely been a few years. I'm trying to remember a recent ACC championship game that was like genuinely nationally compelling. And I'd hate to go all the way back to the COVID season when you had Notre Dame playing Clemson, when both of those teams were set to make the playoff after Clemson got their win back after South Bend. But I mean, you had the absolute banger Kenny Pickett fake slide game in 21 against Wake Forest.
True.
But otherwise, it's been a lot of, Clemson, Florida State, largely thumping whoever they play. There was the one good game, not this year, but last year with Clemson against SMU.
That was didn't get good until late. Yeah.
That was a thumping until the fourth quarter, and SMU came back and made Clemson kick a field goal at the gun, kind of thing. So, yeah, it is what it is. This league is what it is. We know what it is. We love it for what it is. And hopefully you do too.
Putting up Will's comment here because this is hilarious. Duke over Virginia in the conference championship. Are we talking about football or basketball? Answer: yes.
I did see there was some
Could
sort
be
of. I'm not even gonna pretend to pull the stat out of my ass. I don't know what it was, but there was some sort of historical precedence with like having the basketball and football like same conference champion in the ACC. It like has not happened very often, apparently. Probably because, Duke and North Carolina have run the conference in basketball for years.
Hence the name of this show.
That's right. Is that specific to conference champion or conference championship matchup? Is that, or which one are you saying, Mike?
I think match. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. This is why I told you I didn't want to try to pull the stat out of my ass, because now you're asking me specifics. I don't know the answer.
And yet,
yeah,
I'm just thinking back to, I want to say it was either 2006 or 2007 that both the football and basketball national title games were Florida versus Ohio State. I think, if that's right. Yeah, there's something like that in there as well. Speaking of pulling things out of our captain's quarters, but anyways.
So I found a tweet. There's no references or stats to back this up, but it says that it's the first time ever that the same two teams have played for the ACC title in both basketball and football in the same season. That's what the tweet says.
That's probably
from not a verified source, so who knows if that's true.
There you go.
I saw Andrea Adelson retweeted. I feel like that's why I took it as gospel, but that could be a dangerous game.
So. I like Andrea. She's solid.
Yes. Yeah. She always pops up with a really timely bad Virginia Tech story. So I'm a big fan. The reporting's always right. It has nothing to do with her as a reporter. The reporting's always right. It's just like always ill-timed. Like, oh, good. This is exactly what I want to be reading right before the season opener.
Way better than Heather Dinich ever was for the ACC. I'll say that.
No, absolutely. Yes. 1,000%. Andrea Adelson can report.
Yeah.
Yes.
1,000%. Yeah. We mentioned last time that we had the ACC schedule release. I don't know how far we delved into that, honestly, but wanted to hit on that just a little bit. I don't know if we noted, like, one of the things we have to call out is the Notre Dame games that happen on the schedule, because that is kind of a mixed bag of who gets Notre Dame and who doesn't. Week 5, UNC gets Notre Dame. That's in Chapel Hill, if I'm remembering that right. Where is that's in Chapel Hill. Week 6, Stanford is on the road in South Bend, taking on the Irish. And then in week 10, we've got Miami in South Bend taking on the Irish. That'll be like game of the year level thing as far as we're talking about for right now. Boston College then week 11 in South Bend taking on the Irish. SMU week 12 in South Bend taking on the Irish, and Syracuse hosting Notre Dame to finish the year in week 13.
God, that'll be snuff film territory.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of these spots, maybe. Again, Miami going into South Bend, you could see that that being a challenging spot for the Irish, maybe. They're going to play well at home. And again, that's kind of getting later in the year where the elements probably don't favor Miami. Now that's a trope as old as time, and I don't know how necessarily that applies to a Mario Cristobal power running, kind of Miami team, but we will see. A lot of football to be played between now and then. And then SMU in late November going into South Bend is going to be, again, maybe not the best situation for the Ponies trying to pull that upset off.
Yeah, agree. Did we ever settle on if Miami gets to claim Tate Martell? Anybody?
Tathan, our guy.
Tathan, that's right. Yes. Sorry. I should use his formal name. The name that's on his passport, if you will, Scott. Yeah.
Where it was Ohio State, and then it was Miami.
UNLV.
Yeah.
I think that was
that. I thought there were like at least one or two other programs that he
maybe. I mean, it's possible. Those were the 3 I remember. The UNLV one, that could be a bar trivia question for any college football sickos. What was the third school? Because everybody remembers Miami and Ohio State. UNLV is the fun one.
Yep. That's
I'm only seeing 3 on his Wikipedia page.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Who gets to claim Anthony Calandria? We're gonna have the same question.
Yeah, that'll be a fun.
UNLV,
yeah. Probably
Virginia?
mostly Virginia, but yeah, who's to say? Who's to say? All right, we got some week 0 action. Florida State going to host New Mexico State. We've already talked about
so funny.
NC State and Virginia going to go play in Rio de Janeiro for reasons. Apparently, like 2 million of them, if I saw that right earlier this week. North Carolina is going to be on the road in Fort Worth taking on TCU. Good luck there. And Stanford gets the return trip from Hawaii in week 0. We mentioned before, this is a season where there is only one bye week for each team. Obviously, these teams playing in week 0 get the exception. They get a second bye week. But the nice thing is, I guess I'll say the nice thing from a competitive balance standpoint is all these teams playing in week 0, I think they get their extra bye by week 2. So Florida State's in week 2, UNC, NC State, Virginia all in week 1, and Stanford in week 2. So everyone will have one bye week starting in week 3, basically.
UNC is playing TCU in Ireland.
Yeah.
Does Mike Lombardi wear?
Prepared.
Yeah, I mean, does Mike Lombardi wear his Saudi outfit for that game? Do we know?
Gonna have to wait to see what happens in that region.
People are saying. People are saying.
The tired Saudi Knowles, wired Tar Heel Knowles.
Let's see. Thursday of week 1, Georgia Tech hosting Colorado. On Friday of week 1, we've got Stanford hosting Miami. And then Sunday of week 1, Louisville and Ole Miss in Nashville. And then, also Thursday night, Wake Forest hosting, is that Akron? I think it is Akron.
Why is Louisville playing Ole Miss in Nashville?
They played them a couple of years ago in the Georgia Dome or Mercedes-Benz, whatever. That's just one of those opening weekend kickoff kind of situations, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be Louisville's closer to Nashville than you'd think. I think Louisville's only maybe like a couple hours from Nashville, maybe 2.5 hours. So honestly, kind of a midpoint for those two programs. I'm guessing that'll be a pretty good crowd and interesting matchup that we'll have to get to because Ole Miss probably not going to be quite what they were last year, I would imagine.
Hey, great geography, Joey. 2 hours and 41-minute drive. 125 miles.
Joey.
Look at that. It's almost like I know a thing or two about Kentucky. And
I mean, why would that be the case outside of, having family from there? The
whole thing, yeah.
Yeah. Ole Miss having not the year this next season not being as good is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Where are we at in the Trinidad Chambliss thing? Is he back or not back, or is he back again? Or
he's suing?
Think he's back again?
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
But then the NCAA countersued or something.
Yeah, now I think he's back. But I also think that he's suing the NCAA for something about the video game cover.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That
lost revenue.
That makes sense as being a thing in the middle of all this. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But from an eligibility standpoint, he's fine. But now he wants more money from the end. He just wants to kick their teeth in, which I understand. I respect it.
Who doesn't?
That's true. Eligibility is fake.
And then Labor Day night, Florida State is taking on SMU in the big spotlight game for the ACC. So we'll see how that goes.
That is so that Florida State can avoid an 0-2 start after losing to New Mexico State.
Yep. Other opening weekend action, Clemson at LSU Saturday. See how that goes. Cal hosting UCLA. That's an interesting matchup, I think. Boston College at Cincinnati that first weekend. Duke hosting Tulane in the neither one of us has Darian Mensah game. And then
who gets to claim Darian Mensah?
Probably most importantly, Pitt hosting Miami of Ohio. Keep that name in mind as we go through this show.
Scott, you got the Red Hawk sound right?
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Any other schedule quirks that's kind of some of the early season stuff. We hit the Notre Dame games. It seems like a lot of the weeknight stuff is being flexed.
Back to single buys season, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Schedule work for me. I actively scheduled around college football season and this podcast for a bachelor party I'm going to. So go me.
Attaboy.
I also looked for things to do college football related at the location I'm going to. There are none that weekend. The teams that are local are away. But I thought about it.
Where are you going?
Tampa.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, sneak into a USF game maybe? I don't know. But Mike, the Red Sox are in town that week, so I might be attending.
Oh.
At the new Trop?
At the new Trop.
You could do that. There you go.
I've been told that nobody circles the wagons like the South Florida Bulls. That's what I was told.
They're better than my team last year. So
if you need any recommendations on things to do in Tampa, you could always check with Hugh Freeze. I think he's got ideas.
Oh, yes, he does. Boy, does he.
Anything else on the schedule?
Hugh Freeze's schedule's clear, I'll tell you. He's got plenty to do or not to do.
Yeah.
I could get on my soapbox about the Hokie schedule, but I'll wait till the preview in August.
You've got 2 minutes. Go ahead.
No, I haven't prepared enough. That's why I said I'll wait.
Oh, that's perfect for this show.
Oh,
Okay, that's
no.
fine. We'll wait.
Also, I only need 1 minute.
I was going to say,
2
it's
minutes
one
is too
more
long.
than you need. Yes.
All right, fair enough. Let's move on. We talked previously about a bunch of coaching changes, and then we had another one that happened. And this is kind of significant. Florida State offensive coordinator Gus Malzhan retired in early February, like right around the second signing day, which really odd timing for that. And also, like, I didn't get that move. Like, why are you sticking around until early February to then retire after spending maybe like 12 months in the building? Did he come out of retirement? No, he came over there from UCF is what it was. He'll be replaced by wide receivers coach Tim Harris Jr. Vibes in Tallahassee, Mike, are catastrophic.
Couldn't be lower. I mean, simply could not be lower.
Real bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, not that I felt like Gus was like really knocking it out of the park down there, but among everything else that you got to figure out and get fixed from the last couple of years, now you're doing it with a new offensive coordinator. I'll have to do a little bit of research. I'm not so sure that Tim Harris is like a super seasoned offensive coordinator here either. So, I mean, Norvell, good play caller historically, like, has some good offensive chops. So like maybe, but I don't know. This is not encouraging for me.
Is Norvell going back to calling plays? Do we know?
He might have to.
He probably should. Yeah. If not, he probably should.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I would probably recommend him do. Our guy James Coleman, he throws those big tailgates, that does like a couple a year around the big games.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are probably just going to be like burgers on the grill in his backyard or something. I don't think he's going to be like throwing the massive bangers this year.
If the Nolecast is on like a permanent hiatus,
that was so dumb.
It's not a good sign.
Oh, I'm going to stop recording. No, dude, you're not recording Nolecast because the team is bad. You stopped recording Nolecast because you're too busy with Cover 3. It's fine. Just don't pretend like you're. Yeah. Oh, the school doesn't care, so why should we care? No, it's just because you're busy. That's fine, bud. It's fine. Call a spade a spade.
Andrew in the chat. Charlie Woods just signed with FSU. Not all is lost. You know what? I like the way you think.
Yeah, that's very true. He finished last in some prestigious amateur event this weekend. That was like news. And I'm like, dude, he's so good at golf. It just does not matter. Isn't he like a sophomore?
Can't imagine why.
I think he's not even in college yet, dude.
No, in high school. Sophomore in high school.
Oh,
like
I think
10th grade.
I think he's a junior.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's a little closer than I thought. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that we're all freaking out about him coming in last in an amateur tournament. I'm like, isn't he like 15, 14? And he's already signed in college.
17.
Yeah.
He turned 17 a month ago.
Yeah,
so.
That makes sense. Yeah, he's junior.
Okay.
All right. Well, good for him.
Good for him indeed.
That NIL package is going to be significant. Not that I'm sure he's not hurting for money, just given his lineage, so to speak.
Good for him finally being able to support his family.
Yeah. Wasn't Tiger the first billionaire athlete?
No.
Was it Jordan?
Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, both by
first
Nike,
billionaire golfer, maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. There you go. I corrected the error.
We'll see how it goes at Florida State.
It's not. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Florida State, not going to go well. Yeah. Thanks for bringing me back to center. Yeah.
Not great. Other news. We had somebody in the chat asking about this. We got news today. This is the literally like 8-hour-old news, if that's. NC State wide receiver Teddy Hoffman suspended the entire 2026 season. He tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Hoffman was the 5th leading receiver for NC State last year. 25 catches was not like a ton, but 349 and 3 scores through the air. Made a number of big plays for him as the rising redshirt sophomore. So, I mean, a guy who, he wasn't like your single biggest guy last year, but figured to be probably a starter, like a key guy in the rotation this year. That is not an easy weapon to replace as you're trying to maximize, your one final year here with CJ Bailey. So I say one final year, I'm assuming one final year, but eligibility is fake. Who the hell knows anymore?
I got a question. We don't usually see this happen in college sports.
No, I mean,
what was this guy doing?
You must have been real out in the open with it.
Yeah.
What was it? I'm trying to remember. Was it there's like an Astros player a couple years ago that was, or maybe a Texans. There was someone here in Houston, I think, that like they got popped for this, and they said, "Oh, they got some like bad meat from Mexico or something that had something in it." Like, man, you're getting real creative with the excuses these days.
Nobody lies better than somebody caught doing steroids. I mean, the lies are generational. Oh, I unknowingly used it, and then the reason you get for how they unknowingly ingested.
They didn't disclose. They didn't disclose what he tested positive for yet, right? I'm wondering if it's one of those like he popped for like ADD or the, what am I trying to say? Ritalin and Vyvanse and all those drugs, and he's not prescribed it. I wonder if it's something like that because he's a college student, And
Dennis nails it. Shout out Jerks and Profar, who
just got suspended again, didn't he?
A year ago, look, he was trying to start a family. Okay, like
you deserve to be suspended if your name is Jerkson. Just FYI.
Taking some fertility drugs, trying to, it's tricky. Trying to start a family, fertility drugs, tested positive for PEDs, but we can all understand that. And then like 8 months later, tested positive again. Just don't know what happened this time, but that boy cut and run for Mexico or Curacao, excuse me, about as quick as that test came in. They said he didn't say a word to his teammates. He didn't say a word to the media. Like basically in the middle of the night, his locker was clear and he was out of the country. That guy was gone. So, I'm sure he was just trying to start a family again or something. Who's to say?
Guy was out of the country quicker than whoever abducted Nancy Guthrie.
Bro.
That's a poll.
Rest in peace, Nancy.
Horrible.
Allegedly.
So, I mean, we don't know yet, but
we
probably.
Don't. Yeah, it's true. I mean,
probably.
Very true. Yeah, very true. Dropping the allegedly is nasty work there. But yeah. Yeah.
Not what NC State needed here. Losing
no,
Teddy
certainly
Hoffman.
not. I can't believe that we have a college athlete getting popped for performance-enhancing drugs.
And not even like a good college athlete.
No.
Like,
I mean, we got a college basketball. We got a college basketball player at Alabama who just got his house raided for felony weed. He just got hit with that.
What was this?
Popped with I'll pull his name in a second. He's like
Alabama.
No, Jesus, it's a whole different thing. Alabama's second or third leading scorer just got popped for felony weed. His house was raided literally like at midnight last night. And
he's no longer with the team.
Yeah, he's like suspended essentially.
Has me
He's
thinking
no
about
longer-
Hofstra in the first round. Gotta say.
No longer allowed on campus is what the release said today.
Well, it's Alabama. Their weed laws are archaic, but yeah.
I
Listen,
need to see the injury report that says out racketeering or something like that.
yeah. With the big ass font on the graphic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, put that shit in like 36 Times New Roman for me.
Racketeering.
This is a peak offseason
Trafficking.
podcast. I'm so
I
happy to
mean,
be here.
yeah, we need that announcement. Yeah. We need that announcement. But anyway, in a world where like that guy, there's questions about whether Nate Oates is going to play him or not. Cause like remember when Brandon Miller got in trouble at Alabama like a few years ago? He was involved. He was involved in the shooting. And
also, right before the tournament.
Right before the tournament.
Was there when his teammate got murdered or something? Or
correct.
when his teammate
murdered somebody. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The
Ray Lewis thing.
Yeah. Right. So there were like questions today because, yeah, where's the white suit? There were questions today about like what was going to happen for this guy with the felony weed charge. So we have a world, right, where like this guy with like felony weed charge kicked off the team, but like nobody actually thought he was going to get kicked off the team. Everybody thought he was just going to play Thursday, which I mean, I for one didn't think that this was going to be a big deal. I was like, felony weed, okay, and then he's probably just going to suit up and play. But then we're going to suspend somebody for performance enhancing drugs for a full year, which we never hear about. So there's got to be more to this.
Yeah.
Aiden Holloway. Thank you. That was his name. Yes.
There you go.
Good player. Should have known his name.
And Dennis, Alabama basketball like Georgia football with crime. Hey,
you know, it's
the off season. It's the off season, but hey, you got to keep them loose in the courtroom. Okay. Like that's the real field of battle for college sports, as we've all established at this point. So
that's right. I mean, billable hours, man.
That's the real scoreboard. Billable hours.
Man, bringing new meaning to that Alabama Georgia rivalry. Would you rather get popped for felony weed or have like 1,000 DUIs?
I mean, probably one felony weed charge. If I had to, I'd assume 1,000 DUIs combines to at least 2 to 3 felonies.
I mean, the DUIs in this particular case, because I know it can get confusing with Georgia. The DUIs in this case do not include manslaughter. In this particular,
not yet. I mean,
yeah, just in this particular case. I don't know what I could possibly be referring to.
Are you asking me what I would rather I be charged with or people on my team be charged
just in
with?
general? Probably people on the team. I don't know what I would rather be charged with. Yeah, it's like
felony weed every time I think.
Yeah.
Leave a note in the comments. You guys tell us. What do you think?
Yeah.
Dozens of DUIs or one felony weed charge? Your call.
Yeah. Do you want to blow your brains out or fall on the grenade? Like, I'm not going to answer that, you know?
Okay. Next topic.
What is next?
What else do we have, Scott, here? What?
I don't know. I don't think much else, right?
Not much else. We're
33 minutes.
33 minutes into this show.
I don't care. I'm sick of.
You thought you could run, but you can't escape. Sickos picks of the
You
week.
can run, but you can't hide.
That's right.
Sickos picks of March.
You guys might be thinking, what the hell are they going to be picking? So what we did, aka what I did, is I went and grabbed every ACC basketball team's tournament matchup. There are 8 of them. And we, astute college basketball analysts, are going to talk through that.
Let's do it. There's something special about hearing that music come on my TV. I'm so happy.
I asked my wife today if she was ready for 1,000 hours of basketball starting on Thursday and then proceeding for like the next few weekends. And she was like, and then there's the Masters after that, right? I said, yes, there is.
You're darn right there is.
I was like, don't be so upset.
And then baseball season.
Yep.
And the NBA playoffs. And the NHL playoffs. Then the World Cup. Yes, the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
It never ends.
Cup. Yeah, good year for sports.
I'll say.
World Baseball Classic final tomorrow, by the way. U.S. against Venezuela. Who you got?
Yeah. Is the U.S. going to score more than 2 runs in this game?
They might. They're probably going to need to with whoever Nolan McLean is on the mound. We're going World Baseball Classic final bullpen game, apparently. Like, I don't know what the hell we're doing with the pitching over there.
Yeah.
But, shout out to Rick Skubal. You had a great outing against the Twins or something on Sunday. So
somebody let Mark DeRosa know that they have to win this game to win the championship. just so he knows. I know it can be confusing.
I lean with the U.S. I think it's a deeper lineup, but man, the pitching situation, I don't really know what either team has from a pitching standpoint. So
it's dire. I mean, we probably won't see Kershaw, right?
I think he already bailed on the team. The team let him go. I don't know.
Did he leave? Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track of the guys like dipping out for spring training.
Very weird.
Tired.
Very weird, fluid roster situation in this tournament for all these teams. Like the U.S. has already like lost 2 or 3 pitchers that have been called back to their teams, and then like added 2 or 3 relievers from guys that weren't there before. Like I don't really know how this all works. It's very strange. But anyways, USA also go Ronald Acuna. I'm excited to watch him play in the final for Venezuela. All right.
You ready?
ACC NCAA tournament team breakdown. Let's start with the first 4, where the ACC has 2 of these games they're representing in. On Tuesday, it is the number 11, or fighting to be the number 11, NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 11 Texas Longhorns. NC State a 1.5-point favorite in the western side of the bracket. These games, the first 4, all played in Dayton. Wolfpack laying 1.5. Vibes have been real weird.
Not good. Yeah.
Real weird.
They haven't won a lot of games the last 3 weeks.
I think Will Wade's favorite fun fact, by the way, in press conferences is that they lost to a quad 4 Georgia Tech team. That has been brought up numerous times, which keeps calling back to the old meme of the guy sitting on the couch like, me? Like what? Why you keep talking about us? Anyways, that's a thing that happened though.
Yeah. There are speaking of that meme, it just reminded me because there's a joke in the SI Slack channel, because there are rumors that one Stephen Pearl wasn't particularly happy with something that I wrote over the weekend leading into Selection Sunday. That's rumor has it. So from one of our college basketball reporters. So yeah, that's that was a meme that was going around anyway. NC State hasn't won a game. It feels like they haven't won a game in a month. That's kind of feels that way for SMU too. We'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
NC State's issue is they don't defend and they don't really rebound that well. And they're probably a shooter or 2 short. So the fact that Will Wade even has them in the tournament is pretty impressive.
But other than that,
Yeah. Oh, and there were also this isn't going to happen, I don't think, but there were also the rumors that he could just leave and go back to LSU because LSU is cool with him now that you can basically do whatever you want with tampering. The FBI just, they'll wiretap you now just to hear about which players are going where. They want to break it before basketball reporters do. They don't give a shit about that anymore.
Mm-mm.
Give me Texas.
I'll lay him with NC State for no reason other than I need to appease the NC State fans that listen to the show. Yeah. That's at 9:15 Eastern, by the way, on True TV on Tuesday. So that's less than 24 hours from now.
The Impractical Jokers channel.
That's winner. That's true. Winner plays BYU on Thursday. So
enjoy that.
Good luck to the Wolfpack.
Doesn't BYU have the dude they paid a crap ton of money? I don't know anything. I know very little about college basketball, so
get ready to learn AJ DeBanza, buddy.
I'll take Texas.
However much you thought you knew about college basketball 6 years ago, apparently you know way less right now, as I'm learning. This sport in this game has gotten way weirder and way dumber in the last several years, it seems like. So anyways, Wednesday, the 18th, also in Dayton, also a first 4 game for the 11 seed in the Midwest. It is the SMU Mustangs taking on the Miami of Ohio Redhawks. Miami of Ohio was 31-0 in the regular season, lost in the quarterfinals of the MAC tournament.
Yep.
And SMU is a 9.5-point favorite in this game
Miami
to get the 11 seed.
Give me
First
Miami.
of all, crying shame that Miami is having to play in a play-in game to get into the field of 64. 31-0 in the regular season. I don't care what else there is to talk about in terms of strength of schedule or margin of victory or whatever. You go 31-0, you're in my book. So good on them for getting in. Yeah, give me the points with Miami of Ohio. Like Scott said, I'm with you on that one.
If BJ Edwards plays for SMU, he hasn't played in like a month or two, and he's like their second best player probably.
Mm-hmm.
If he plays Lamb with SMU, if he doesn't play,
He's telling he's going to be good after a 2-month break.
yeah, I mean SMU is like strategically, it felt like really loud, like leading to a tournament about, oh, he's going to be back, he's going to be available for the NCAA tournament, because they were really worried about losing their bid because they also didn't play well the last 3 or 4 weeks without him. But remains to be seen, like just how effective he's going to be. So, yeah. Miami, Ohio's. I mean, I know they didn't play anybody, but they're good. Like they shoot.
You don't get
the lights
31-0
out
by accident.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard. I know they were like winning some games by the skin of their teeth. They lost to UMass in the MAC quarterfinal. Like,
It's also kind of a home game for them, right? Dayton's not too far from.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not far at all. Yeah, so keep an eye on that one. Yep. It opened at SMU -4.5. It got bet to 6.5 very quickly. So I think everybody's money's coming in obviously on SMU, but SMU I think is better.
Up to 9.5 now. I mean, yeah, that's ballooning.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Let's move on to Thursday. We got 3 games with ACC teams at 1:30 on TNT. It is the number 6 seed Louisville Cardinals taking on the number 11 seed USF Bulls. That's in the Eastern bracket. Once again, Mike, we were tweeting back and forth on this. Yeah. This opened Louisville -5.5. It's up to 6.5. Give me the Bulls. I don't know, man. Something about Louisville in these early window games in the tournament, and Louisville has not been on a heater. They've not finished super hot this season. I don't love this particular matchup for the Cardinals. Give me the Bulls to at least keep this close. They might pull an upset here for sure.
Yeah, we were talking about this. There was it turned out to be, unfortunately, a fake tip times account. Or somebody was putting fake tip times out there, and I said I fell for it, and I said I would have bet my life that South Florida Louisville was the 12:15 game on Thursday. It ends up being the 3rd game of the day, so wasn't too far off. But
half the Louisville fan base was tweeting it like it was a fact.
Yeah, everybody like national accounts, everybody fell for it. And then it was weird that it was like, wait, this guy has like 200 followers. Like, wait a minute, nobody checked.
Perfect parody when everyone believes it, right? Like,
yeah. So, everybody talks about like a 12-5 upset. You know, that's been like traditionally the 11-6 one has been the one more recently where you've seen an upset. And I don't know if Michael Brown is going to be healthy for this game for Louisville. He's their star freshman, can fill it up in a hurry, lottery pick type talent, very, very good player.
Yep.
And if he's not healthy, I think they're vulnerable here because South Florida is really well coached. And Brian Hodgson, their coach, is getting looks at Syracuse. I guess he's one of the candidates there. He's gotten calls from Providence. So he's moving up very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a really good coach. South Florida's got a good team. So
this
is going to, I think this is going to be a pretty popular upset pick.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel like the 12-5, the 12-5 thing, I think, got a little bit too popular at some point. Like people that don't really watch the sport, but just like casually fill out a bracket for their office pool every year. Like, oh, we got to pick a 12-5. You know, I'm with you. The 6-11 thing is starting to become more of a common thing. It seems like so. Especially, by the way, the teams that win the play-in games in the first 4 have like a 75% rate or something of winning then on Thursday or Friday, like the first round of the tournament. So
Yeah.
If you win that first 4 game, you got some momentum going into the first round, and that seems like it helps. So
For sure.
keep that in mind. Also on Thursday, 2:50 on CBS, the number 1 overall seeded Duke Blue Devils, a 27.5 point favorite against the number 16 seed Siennas in the Eastern bracket. I think that's in Greensboro, North Carolina. Name your score game for Duke. This is not going to be a Virginia UMBC thing.
I was going to say, not going to be a Fairleigh Dickinson Purdue situation.
Also that, yeah.
St. Peter's?
Look, it was me that brought up the Virginia thing this time. It wasn't Mike or Scott. Okay.
We were just throwing examples out, but who's counting?
Equal opportunity haters here.
Yes.
I don't see Chris Gromden here. It's okay.
It's good to have the Retrievers back in the tournament. UMBC.
Yeah.
The coach is the coach of UVA now, right? The coach that beat them is the coach.
Oh, is it?
Of Virginia.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Coached UMBC.
Man. I didn't put that together. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a big story last year when he got hired.
Yeah.
Good.
Because he went from UMBC to VCU up to UVA.
Okay. That's why that. Yeah. That's why that
was some good. That was some good clickbait SEO type. That had some run. Let me tell you. Guess where else he coached?
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
That printed.
First of all, would not put money on this game. Second of all, if I had to, I guess lay him with Duke. But
yeah,
this is again, Duke decides when they're done with this game. So
yeah,
at your own risk. And then finally at 6:50 on TNT, the number 6 UNC Tar Heels taking on the number 11 VCU
Danger
Colonels.
Rams.
The Rams from VCU. That's in the South. UNC a 2.5 point favorite in this game. That is a squeaky tight line here for the Tar Heels.
And their star freshman Caleb Wilson is out for the season. So
yeah,
this is a danger zone game.
Yeah,
for North Carolina. Speaking of another 11-6.
Yep. Yeah. You wonder what the line would be if it weren't like a 5 seed difference between these teams. Just
if Carolina had Caleb Wilson, they're not even on the 6 line. They're probably like a 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
But he was hurt about a month ago, and it showed.
Yep. Yeah. So careful, UNC. Give me the Tar Heels. I think they'll survive this one, and then whatever happens over the weekend is a different story.
Rams. I'm going to go Rams outright. This is actually one of my upset picks in my bracket.
There you go. Fair enough. All right, Scott.
I had USF, UNC, and Duke. Mike, who'd you have in the Louisville game? I forget.
South Florida.
All right, it's USF all across the board. Good to see Louisville on to the next round.
There you go. All right.
Friday.
That is all for Thursday. And before we do Friday, by the way, just a reminder, all these previews brought to you by section103.com, the internet's premier place for all things wonderful. Georgia Tech, LSU, Kennesaw State, Georgia Southern, Clemson, and now Purdue apparel. Congratulations, Section 103, expanding to another program here in the last couple of weeks. The Purdue Boilermakers with a great Section 103 collection. Go find it. Section103.com. Use promo code GOACC at checkout for 10% off your first order. They got T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, polos, things for men, women, children, occasionally babies. They got stickers, all sorts of things. I love mine. You will love yours. Section103.com. Once again, use promo code GOACC at checkout for 10% off your first order. Shout out to Steven and the gang. Appreciate their support, as always, for their ongoing support of the Basketball Conference podcast.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Will Secor notes, first podcast we've done since Section 103 became a member of the Big Ten.
And that is why the game time changed for the ACC title game.
That's right. That's the reason.
That's the reason. Shout out, Steve.
Let's do Friday. Let's start at 1:50 on TBS as the number 3 seeded Virginia Cavaliers taking on the number 14 Wright State Boys. The Riders, of course. That's what I said. Virginia, an 18.5-point favorite in this game. This is the Midwest bracket. Again, this is something that should not be an issue for the Who's.
Give me the Wright brothers to cover.
Oh, Wilbur and the other one, Orville.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the popcorn one.
It is. Same name.
Give me Virginia. I'll just lay them. What the hell?
Virginia's. I'm gonna go with Virginia too. Really good.
They are really good. They have been really good.
They're awesome.
Backdoor cover from Wright State. Nobody needs it at the end. You know.
Yeah, fair. That's
free ball at the end. Nobody's playing defense.
Yeah,
20-point matchup turns into a 17-point. You know.
I was gonna say, this is the beautiful thing about this tournament is that you're going to be on the edge of your seat with like 12.1 with Wright State inbounding the ball down 20. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was the bad beat segment that SVP and Sanford Steve did in the fall where it was the football game where it was some Division II game where somebody was kicking a field goal and there was like a gas station. Yeah.
And someone, yeah.
I saw them this week.
Material.
They were doing a.
We lose Scott.
Oh no! Wow.
Honestly, a good face to be making. As
I was going to say, look at his face. I mean, there have been worse faces to make when you're losing it.
Full on Homer Simpson. Dope.
Damn, that's a rare sight that we lost Scott.
I don't know if I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
All right, lay him with the Who's. Let's go to 6:50 p.m. on TNT. The number 8 Clemson Tigers, 8-seeded Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 9 seed Iowa in the South. Clemson, a 1.5-point underdog in this game. Mike, where are you leaning in this matchup? Obviously, a pretty close matchup. Looking at this spread,
I'm gonna go with Iowa because one of Clemson's best players, Carter Welling, a key starter, tore his ACL in the ACC tournament. So in a game that's going to be this close, I think not having one of your key rotation players seems significant. So I'm going to go with Iowa. Very close.
Look, our guy Voluge is orange, who I believe is somewhere deep in the Eastern Hemisphere right now, is in the comments and has been in the comments with us. I cannot get out of this segment picking anyone but Clemson.
Scott,
so give me the Tigers to move on to the weekend.
Scott just texted us in the group chat, and all he said was interesting. That was not sure what happened there.
Yeah, interesting indeed. Not sure. He just gone, and we'll see if he comes back. Who's to say?
Yep.
Thanks.
I think my internet went out. Yeah.
Right. I think it did, Scott. I think it did. Give me the Tigers outright. They're moving on to the weekend, and they will play. Hold on. Looking at this. Florida. Good luck.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I hope they enjoyed their stay in the NCAA tournament.
You know, just get you an extra game, an extra couple nights in the hotel.
Yeah.
Extra points on the credit card. You know, the whole thing.
That's true.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Then finally, we're going deep into Friday at 10:10 on True TV.
You're pouring bourbon at this point, heavy.
You're deep in the bottle. This is the last tip off of the day.
Yeah,
scheduled. You know, who's to say with the way that games actually shake out? But the 10:10 p.m. on True TV, it is the 7 seed Miami taking on the 10 seed Mizzou. Miami a 1.5 point favorite in this game. Mike, where are we leaning?
Canes. Coin flip.
Sure. Yeah. That works.
Okay.
Give me the Tigers outright. This podcast needs a Miami hater, and I will.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It couldn't be me.
Fair enough.
If there's one thing anybody has ever said about me, it's that I am not a Miami hater. Certainly.
Give me the Tigers. Mike, how many ACC teams make the Sweet 16?
Oh, man. Let me pull up my bracket.
Will Secor. This is when you're pouring doubles of the bad bourbon because you don't want to waste the good stuff when you're already that drunk. We're not that different, you and I, Will Secor. We see the world in a similar way.
How many ACC teams made the Sweet 16? I'm going to say 2.
That was
Duke
the first. That was the first place my mind went, was 2.
Duke and Virginia, I think, make the Sweet 16. I think everybody else has their work cut out for them.
If Louisville gets past USF, they would get Michigan State. That might be workable.
That's probably, if you're looking for a third, that would be an option.
Yeah, if you're looking for a third, it's probably Louisville, I think.
Yeah. Louisville, I mean,
my gut says 2, though. I think you're right.
If Michael Brown is anywhere near 100% and he play, like, they've been a totally different team when he's played. So if he plays and he's like 85%, which I don't think is going to be the case, but if that were to come to pass, yeah, I think they got a great chance to make a run.
Yeah. Yep. We shall see. Mike, that's all I got. Anything else? NCAA tournament? Anything else for this show?
No, I think we're good. It's not even 12:15 yet, so I mean that's pretty good. We're gonna finish in under an hour, I think.
We're 4 minutes short of an hour here, so if there's any other 12 to 25 minute topics you want to break out, this is the time.
No, I guess the only other like thing I was gonna say, if you're looking for like a long shot upset pick, and this could be just straight up for just like a bet. The 13 seed Troy is playing Nebraska at 12:40 on Thursday.
Ooh.
And Nebraska is laying just short of 2 touchdowns.
And has still never won an NCAA tournament game.
And Troy is really good, man. Like, they shoot the cover off the ball. So, I mean, if you're looking for, I don't know if they'll pull it off. Like, I don't know if they'll actually pull the upset off, but if you're looking for a 4-13 with a little spice early in the day on Thursday, that is one that could have some intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
That could be our first really fun upset of the tournament, potentially.
Keep an eye on that one.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right. Anything else, Mike? We good?
We're good. I might actually bet that one.
I'm going to get out of here before my voice completely goes to hell in a handbasket beyond what it already has done.
I'm with you.
Sinuses have been in hell in a handbasket for 4 days now. So anyways,
hello.
Hey, Scott, did your internet get fixed?
I have no idea what happened. The StreamYard just like wouldn't load for the last 6 minutes. I was watching you guys on YouTube while I was trying to load.
Fair enough.
Who'd you guys pick for? I heard everything except Clemson, Iowa. What happened there?
Give me the Tigers outright.
Give me Iowa.
All right, there we go. I have Clemson.
I've got Volusia's orange back over here. I got him.
Yeah,
nice.
Continue. I'm a Volusia's orange hater. That simply couldn't be further from the truth. I'm not a Volusia's orange hater at all.
Like easily top 3 Clemson listener we have, if not
easily by a lot. Yeah, I mean top
Volusia's orange.
Top 1, I think. I don't know. Andrew Parker, I haven't heard from him in years. Is he still alive? Around?
It's been a minute. Andrew, if you're out there and if you're listening, please hit us up. We miss you. Hope you're doing well. All right.
Andrew as well.
All right. I think my voice is calling it. It's been fun. Come find us, youtube.com/at the ACC Football Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast in audio format. Go find us there. At FTRS Joey, at Mike McDaniel SI, together at BC Podcast ACC, Basketball Conference Podcast at gmail.com is the email address.
Nailed it.
Thank you. We'll come back at some point here in the near future with something. We'll see. Don't know what. Maybe a Masters preview. Who's to say?
Maybe.
ACC Masters preview. We won't be back in that amount of time. Who are we kidding?
That's too short. I was thinking more like late April, early May. We have to hit April, so late April.
That's right. Okay, that's fair. Back half of April. We'll make it happen. Mike, Scott, it's been fun. Anything else before we get out of here?
Enjoy the NCAA tournament, everybody.
Teams declining the NIT is dumb.
On that,
a lot of teams did that, including our alma mater, Scott.
Yeah, I'm irritated, but yeah.
Fellas, enjoy. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good.
Until next time, for Mr. Mike McDaniel, for Mr. Producer Scott, I'm Joey Weaver. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll talk to you again very, very soon. Enjoy the tournament. Until then, go ACC.
Under an hour.